Lil Seeto, born November 28, 2005, is an artist from the Puyallup, Washington area who got popular from a Fizzler cipher in 2022 that now sits at 7 million views. He remade his cipher into a single titled Internet Shooter, which has 5 million views on YouTube and 7 million streams on Spotify. The core of the popularity came from him being a white rapper making drill music. This caused suspicion about his true character, but I can prove these suspicions are not just stereotyping, but facts that show that his gangster trope is just an act of his imagination. So let's actually talk about Lil Seeto. I'm going to give a quick summary of his music career because that's not really important to the story. I'm here to say that the image he is showing is fraudulent, and that I actually have evidence to back it up, because people have been saying it's fraudulent for years, because it's a white guy talking about gang activity, blah, 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 blah. I'm here to show that it's not just fraudulent because of stereotypes. There's true evidence to back it up, and I'm the first one to bring it to the table. But let's give a quick summary of his music career. Started 2021, making songs, over time, promoting them on TikTok, and then he got I'm not going to say big, but he got big enough that Fizzler saw him, wanted him on a cipher. Dropped an album around that same time too, but doesn't really matter. Performed probably fine for being an underground rapper. But the cipher is what really matters, because it's what got, streamers reacting to him, YouTubers reacting to everybody reacted to him. Oh, it's this white guy talking about gang activity, crazy, right? After that, no one really cared. He promoted more music, been back to the same thing, did some interviews, Bootleg Kev. He went on this one show where he went to a corner store. Most notably, he talked to Adam22, all that stuff, right? He just kept promoting music on TikTok, though. Got another cipher with Fizzler, the Bar Wars. He did On the Radar, a cipher after some time, too. He dropped an album around that same time as On the Radar cipher, then disappeared. No one heard from him for 2 years. Just stopped posting on TikTok. He stopped posting on YouTube, which he still hasn't posted back on. And then randomly in February, he made a new song. Or at least he was featured on a new song. Now, my personal theory on what happened here is around 2024, he dropped his album. It didn't perform. His label stopped, pushing him as much as they thought they needed to. He stopped caring about music, and the money kind of ran out. Before this time, he was, a kid, 16, 17 years old, and the money part of it didn't matter. It was irrelevant to the story. But he was grown, and the music wasn't paying the bills, so we needed something that paid the bills. So my theory is that's what made him stop making music. And then that feature that he did in February was just someone got in contact with him, and he did this, verse or whatever he needed to do, and then that was that. That's my guess. But that's kind of wrong, because now he's back on TikTok promoting more music. Let's check that music out. What? We went from being a 16-year-old on Fizzler's cipher, talking about calling people internet shooters, to now back on TikTok. Hasn't looked like he's aged a single year within the last 4 years. Grown man talking about grandmas. The downfall is really tragic. I will be honest. And I've been in his corner since probably between his first and second album. I wasn't there from the beginning, but I picked up around 2023. And I've been one of the people that stuck by him because I thought, the music's good. And, he's not talking about his, appearance or gangster, whatever, because he doesn't want to, right? I'm not going to say I believe him, but I also, I just like the music. Now, I've aged and realized that most of the stuff I'm about to talk about is public info, and this has just been kind of a badly kept secret that no one found out about. But yeah, the music's not really important to this part. I just want to give a quick summary about all that stuff, because there is some stuff that, there to talk about, and some of it is some evidence that we can look at. But the music itself really isn't that important. All you really need to take away about the music is he's a white guy who claims he's from the hood in his music, talking about gangster activities, and up until now, which I'm about to release, allegedly is true. But let's actually get into the Lil Seeto files. Alright, let's actually talk about the important stuff. First, let's start simple. Something that's not that important, but something that's kind of been kept a secret. His name. Now, when I say kind of, I mean that if we look at interviews or we look at, like, his past TikToks where people are, like, making fun of him, oh, white guy, your name is Connor. And he'll be like, no, my name's not Connor or Tanner or Skylar or Taylor. Like, so he clearly is, like, saying that he doesn't have a white name. It, like, is alluding to that. But, like, yeah, sure, your name's not Connor, Tanner, or Skylar, but it is Carson, so still pretty white. Yeah, if you look under some of his songs on Spotify and you see who made the song, it literally says lyricist Carson English. So, I mean, I'm not saying he kept it a secret, but, I mean, he hasn't said it explicitly, so, yeah. And, I mean, I'm not the first one to get onto this, right? Like, people on Reddit have known this for, like, years, right? Like, there's a school photo of him on Reddit. I don't know how they got that. But, yeah, I mean, it's not, like, super important, right? Like, you know, Kodak Black's name is William, right? So, it does, like, your name doesn't really matter. It's just kind of weird that he's, like, not, like, saying, oh, I don't have a white name. Don't assume I have a white name. It's like, okay, but you do have a white name, though. Like, your name is Carson. Next, we get into phase 2. This would be, like, in the middle of an iceberg, if this was, like, an iceberg video. And that's just blatant lies. Like, he's just lying, like, objectively in his songs. Like, the biggest example is in the Adam 22 podcast. He says, I don't do drugs.
Khalif is hard.
He made you want to smoke weed?
I don't do drugs.
You don't smoke weed?
I don't do no drugs.
You rap about it, don't you?
Nah.
You rap about pouring foes.
I don't know.
Even though in all of his music, he talks about doing drugs. Like, you can find a lyric in almost any song that says him doing drugs. Like, I'll pick a random song on Genius and just put up the lyrics and find a spot where he said where he's talking about doing drugs. It's, like, that's not, like, a crazy lie. Like, I'm sure a lot of rappers do lie about that. Like, I mean, Babytron's lied about that, too. Right? But, I mean, it's just, like blatantly lying. Right? Like, there's more clips. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but if I can find anything else within that interview, I'll put it in here of them just blatantly lying. But yeah, that's just blatant lies that he just told. Like, just, like, clearly lying. Like you could know if you lined up, like, listening to his music and the interviews. Like, he's just lying.
But you're smoking on some ops in your music.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got, like, you know, like, but I'm not no imposter, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Now we get into phase 3. This, to me, is the real proof that he's just not about what he says, right? And that's where he lives. And I'm not gonna dox him or anything. He's a fake gangster. He's not a bad person, right? Like, this is not that big of a deal if we really think about it. Like, I don't need to, come out here and give all his personal information. But I will say is I did happen to find his name under his songs, put it into a data broker site. You see, address, I just went on to Zillow, and I'm not going to show a picture of your house. I'm not going to show your address, because obviously that's not necessary. That's, like, I even considered showing a picture of your house, and I thought, well, no, because people are going to reverse image search it, and you're still going to get doxxed. I'm not going to dox you, which that kind of left me at, like, a loss of, like, okay, how am I going to get this information out without leaking his personal information? I realized I don't have to show a picture of your house. I can just say how much it costs. Your house is $600,000. You have a 2,400 square foot house. Like, this is not, like, you're not from the hood. You even openly say, I'm from Puyallup, Washington. That's not the hood. That's not the hood. It's not the hood. And I even looked like, oh, maybe he's, like, from a bad neighborhood. Puyallup's a decently big city. No, I looked up, is so-and-so street a generally safe area? Yeah, perfectly safe. The normal Puyallup, it's Puyallup. It's just Puyallup. Which, if you're not from Washington, is just, like, it's middle-class area, nothing special. It's one of the most basic middle-sized cities in Western Washington. It's not that big. Like, he's not from the hood, is what I'm saying. He's not from the hood. And then we just, like, I guess we just get back to lying. Like, we just get back to lying. Like, you can see, like, spots in his songs where he changes how he's a criminal. Like, in most of his songs, he's a drug dealer of some sort, or a killer, or just, like, a typical gangster. And then in one of his songs, he's randomly a scammer. Or, like, in one of his songs, he becomes a pimp. Like, that's, like, I don't care how much of a gangster you are. If you live in a town where there's not crime or gang-affiliated activity, and you're a killer, drug dealer, pimp, and scammer, you're gonna get arrested eventually. And he's just, no, I don't got any cases. Which, I mean, maybe he does. He never explicitly said that he does or he doesn't. And, you know, before he became a rapper, he was a minor, so, like, we won't know. But I'm gonna say odds are he doesn't have any cases, and if he does, it's not anything serious. But I could be wrong. That could be where I'm wrong, because we don't know, right? We don't know. That's not public information, right? That's kind of it. It's not, like, that big of a deal. People lie on the internet all the time. It's just, this guy has video season with millions of views. He's probably made thousands of dollars just off blatant lies. He's just lying. And that sucks. I feel like it's dumb. I feel like it's dumb that it's just, like, lying around. I think that sucks that I was a fan. Like I kind of believed the image he was portraying, because I saw a white nerdy kid with glasses. As a white nerdy kid with glasses, I thought, oh, he's a rapper. I could be a rapper too. I mean, I could technically, but it's just like he's just lying. He's just lying. I guess that's the key takeaway. He's just on the internet lying, and people can find that he's lying, and no one's put the effort into. And I guess it just seemed like a good topic to make a first video on. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I mean, this first video isn't perfect. Obviously, my editing could improve, and there's things that, you know, just experience comes with. I've been doing YouTube over certain channels, probably 20 different channels, for, like, the last, like, 5 years, 6 years. So I generally know how to make a video, but obviously I haven't put, like, this is probably a video I put the most effort into. Overall, there's stuff I got to improve. That just comes with experience. But I think overall, this is a solid first video. That's gonna be pretty much it. Yeah. Bye.